Hello, I'm Dr. Alan Segway, head of Segway Labs. At Segway Labs, our top scientists work to bring you the finest in transition technology. Since 1956, when we discovered the vertical wipe, the horizontal wipe, and the handy wipe, our technicians have worked diligently to get you from one scene to another. Our Segway today comes to us from our foreign correspondent, from the island nation of the Philippines, an exotic locale filled with the mystery and romance that is the South Pacific. Our intrepid explorer, Bob Branner, travels the world seeking out the finest in transitions and segways. He travels light. He assimilates into the native culture, learning the customs and the people themselves. It is through his diligence, through his bravery, through his hard work, that we can bring you today's special Segway, the musical, dancing, happy hot dog truck. As it says on the box, can we get a close-up of this? Yes. As it says here, dancing hot dog car. The hot dog man moves like a puppet. He rings his bell, play rap music, and calls out in a real voice, hot dog, hot dog. Look at hot dogs he sells. They dance too, along with the car. The hot dog car is a whirl unit of activity with sounds and dancing actions. Isn't that wonderful? And so, ladies and gentlemen, as you see our dancing hot dog car whisk you from scene to scene today, please remember our intrepid explorer, Bob Branner, who contracted venereal disease on the assignments. Oh, it's so catchy.
For the next 30 minutes, we are in control of your television set. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can make the picture brighter. We can blur the focus or bring the picture to crystal clarity. We can program your VCR. Well, kind of. We're not really sure about that multiple event, multiple date thing. Anyway, we can make you like oat bran. We can run in the house with scissors. We can go swimming without waiting an hour after eating. Don't you try this, however. Clearly, we can do all kinds of cool stuff, like taking you on an adventure from the inner mind to DQD, Comedy Theater.
The name's Knight, Johnny Knight. I'm a private eye. My beat, the city. The city. Sometimes it's a lost love whose memory haunts you. Sometimes it's a friend who's there when you need a friend. And sometimes it's your 7th grade shop teacher, Mr. Russell. Big, stupid, smells real bad, and is missing a finger. It's the kind of city that can rip your heart out, brainwash it into thinking it's your liver, and cram it back into your body. The kind of city that'll pick you last for dodgeball, just because you're a little on the effeminate side, as if there's something wrong with that. I was on the toughest case of my career. My partner had been kidnapped. I had to find him. Not that we were that close. He had the key to the bathroom. I had to work fast. I was going to have to use a little muscle on this one. Lucky for me, I got a lot of little muscles. I was tailing this dame. She was never out of my sight. I kept at least 40 yards away. Not because I was afraid she'd spot me, but because of the restraining order. The name's Knight. Johnny Knight. I'm a private eye.
October 1865. The New England Standard Post, 1 Main Street, Amherst, Massachusetts. To the editor, please print the enclosed personal ad in this Saturday's edition of the Post. Sincerely, Miss Emily Dickinson. Single white female in search of nice man, nice quiet man. In search of quiet yet romantic older gentleman. In search of quiet, romantic, virile, kindred spirit for long talks, extended discourse, holding hands, lightly fingering souls through our mortality, and spending time staring from attic windows at the hopeless, gray New England rain. Because I could not stop for love, please kindly stop for me, This solitary, anemic female soul seeks her own society. Wild nights, wild nights, were I with thee, wild nights should be our luxury. Rowing in Eden, the sea, might I but more, tonight, in thee. No fatties.
Wasn't that wonderful? And now the heartwarming story of a boy and his dog.
All right, gentlemen. Next on the agenda, our line of Christmas toys. Peterson, what have you come up with?
Well, sir, I've been working on a new concept for a figure, and I call him Man of Peace. And I believe that he will be teaching children a much different message.
Does he come with accessories?
Yes, he could come with accessories.
Expensive accessories?
Sure, they could be expensive.
Good. I'm sorry, please go on.
Well, anyway, I believe that he teaches children the value of peace, and I think that this has tremendous marketing potential because
kids will have to buy each accessory separately.
Not just accessories. We'll sell more than one Man of Peace action figure.
Right. Man of Peace can change his form at will, and we can make a doll for every possible shape.
And he's got friends, the Peace Marines. They have all sorts of weapons, each sold separately.
And he lives in the impregnable mountain fortress of Gar. We'll make it 3 feet tall with high-tech effects, powered by a battery that only we make. $79.99 without the battery.
He lives in the fortress to protect himself from his evil arch-enemy, Dr. Dismember.
Sold separately.
And his torture troopers, $17.99. And they have their own entirely different line of weaponry.
But sometimes Man of Peace leaves his fortress and goes to other locations, which we can sell for $60 and up a piece.
He goes to rescue innocent civilians who have dismemberable body parts, which get lost easily and have to be replaced for $4 and up a piece.
And we'll have a breakfast cereal with little marshmallow body parts. Kids can be like Man of Peace and put the body parts back together.
Brilliant!
And we can sell CD with his theme song. An American hero, he's Man of Peace. His nauseating enemies he'll mercilessly grease and take their bloody carcasses and bring them to the police and hang their rotting viscera above his mantelpiece. He's Man of Peace! Yeah!
Excellent. That was what you were going to say, wasn't it, Peterson?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now let's get started.
I'll write the press release about our new toy and its message of brotherhood.
Get on it.
I'll contact the cartoon division. We'll have a Saturday morning Man of Peace action cartoon ready in a few weeks, if we don't sweat the animation.
Pop to it.
We can string 3 cartoons together and call it a movie.
Go for it. Oh, Peterson. This Man of Peace is the best idea you've ever had.
Thank you, sir.
But that name, Man of Peace, it doesn't seem quite appropriate, does it, Peterson?
Well, you see, sir.
I mean, it just doesn't seem to fit his character.
Sir, the whole point to this was that...
Oh, don't worry about it, Peterson. I'm sure we'll think of something. Wait, I've got it. We'll call him Vortron, Death Commando for Peace. That's much better. Don't you think, Peterson?
Yes, sir.
Oh, hey, what's going on? Shh, Smokey's coming.
What are you guys up to?
Oh.
Be careful with matches and campfires. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
Sorry, force of habit.
Bummer.
Excuse me. Do you wear your safety belt?
Why, no. I don't wear my safety belt.
Thank you.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Confession out of you, even though we had to beat it out of you. In fact, I think I enjoy slapping you around. Your kind makes me sick. Sick, I tell you.
Get a hold of yourself. You're losing it. This isn't the way we do things. We have a constitution, and this man has rights. Remember, innocent until proven guilty in a court of law? I'm sorry. Sometimes he gets a little carried away. Can I get you a glass of water? Well, you know, sometimes it helps, if something's bothering you, to talk to somebody about it. And I like to think I'm a pretty darn good listener.
You pigs really make me laugh. You think I'm not wise to this good cop, bad cop routine of yours? Ha! What a bunch of clowns. I don't gotta say nothing to nobody until my lawyer shows up. So why don't you get the hell out of here?
Damn it! Thanks to TV, every punk on the street knows about good cop, bad cop. Me!
No, Chris, it was my fault. I did a terrible read as the bad cop. I was overacting. I'm taking this drama class on Saturdays, and one thing the instructor is always telling us is less is more. I was way over the top on that one. But you're a good cop. What can I say? Goosebumps. I've been wanting to try something a little different anyway. I mean, good cop, bad cop, it's all so cliché. Here, follow my lead. You know what always makes me cry? That scene in Bambi, the forest fire, and Bambi's mother's killed. Oh, and my girlfriend just left me. Oh, I really loved her. Oh, why? If If only I could solve this case, then maybe everything would be all right. But that kind of thing never happens, never to someone like me.
Bill, can I talk to you for a second? What are you doing?
How did you like it? It's a little something I call good cop, sad cop. What I did was, I took the emotional memories from the first time I saw Bambi and brought them up to the surface just now. It's a standard technique we use in the theater. I thought it went rather well.
Well, you certainly conveyed the sadness of your character to me. But I gotta say, I think maybe the suspect was more puzzled than anything else. I mean, I'm not saying that invalidates your choice of approaches. I'm simply wondering if maybe a more appropriate choice could have been used.
Yes, of course you're right. After all, we're not performing for ourselves. If we do not reach our audience, then truly we have failed. Perhaps if I had used a stronger emotional memory. Yes, let's give it one more try. There's a character I've been working on in class. I'll be back in a sec. Needless to say, son, your mother and I are more than just a little disappointed in you. In case you haven't guessed by now, this is a little something I call good cop, dad cop. You, as always, are the good cop, an important role. So now, good cop, let's go out there and make some magic. You're breaking your mother's heart. This is killing her.
Now, Bill, don't you think you're being just a little too hard on the boy? I mean, after all, we all make mistakes.
Too hard on the boy, too hard on the boy. I've a good mind to take you over my knee and give you a sound thrashing. Too hard on the boy. Is this the way you repay your mother for all she's done for you? Why, she's at home right now, crying her eyes out over you. Too hard on the boy.
All right. I did it. I'm guilty. I confess. I'm sorry, Mom. Not since Jason Robards Jr.'s portrayal of the tormented patriarch in O'Neill's A Long Day's Journey into Night has the role of a father been so powerfully delineated. I was deeply moved. Bravo! Bravo!
Thank you. Thank you. And now, Sergeant, take this scum away.
No, but I didn't want to...
Great job, Bill. Hey, how about letting me be the dad cop next time? You know, I really learned something here. I learned that interrogating a suspect is a lot like the theater. I mean, we're forced to take risks and make choices and challenge oneself. And I'm a much better cop for it, thanks to you, Bill.
Well, don't thank me. Thank De Niro, Brando, Piscopo. Those are the ones you should really thank. Hey, there's Phil, the new undercover truant officer. Hey, Phil.
Hey, how you doing?
Now, Chris, why don't you go home and get yourself a good night's sleep?
That's my nephew Scruff reading that comic book.
Improving my mind.
Give me your magic zapper and I'll improve your mind.
Hey, that's me!
Look inside. It's about the adventures you have coming home from school.
Uh-oh.
It gives tips on what to do about bullies, finding drugs, or trouble on the bus. And it shows what happens to Scruff.
What happens? What happens?
You'll see. For your free copy, write McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652, and help me take a bite out of crime.
What happens? What happens?
Órale, míralo.
Las gangas nos han robado las calles. Las drogas tienen infectada a nuestra comunidad. Nuestros niños son las principales víctimas. Pero no podemos perder nuestra esperanza. La Coalición de Prevención del Crimen te enviará información de cómo puedes empezar. Ellos tienen ejemplos de prevención que están comprobados y te pueden ayudar. Para unirte a la lucha contra el crimen, llama al 1-800-727-únete. 1-800-727-únete. Únete a la lucha contra el crimen.
Bad credit?
Fish in a bag.
Injured on the job?
Fish in a bag.
Lonely?
Fish in a bag.
Soap scum?
Fish in a bag.
Bedwetting?
Fish in a bag.
Head lice?
Fish in a bag. Yes, it's fish in a bag. 100% pure fish in a bag. Ask for it by name. Wasn't that wonderful? And now the heartwarming story of a boy and his dog.
Nerdorama, can I help you?
Hi, I'm calling from Radio Shack. We're a bit short-handed here. Could you send over 2 geeks?
Computer geeks or electronic geeks, sir?
Well, how about one of each?
They're on their way. Thank you for using Nerdorama.
Thank you.
2 floor geeks to Radio Shack, 1 of each. Yes, Nerdorama.
Hello, do you have escorts?
Yes, ma'am, we cater to all your nerd needs.
I need a date for the Star Trek convention. Not that I'm desperate. What do you recommend?
Well, it sounds like you're looking for our basic no-frills nerd.
Well, I was sort of thinking of a dweeb.
Yes, ma'am, we can do that.
Do you have any with those cute Spock ears?
Yes, ma'am, but Spock ears are extra.
That's fine. Can I pick him up on Thursday?
Certainly.
Oh, he'll also have to know the Vulcan salute.
All our dweebs do. Thank you for using Nerdorama.
Live long and prosper.
1 dweeb for Thursday pickup with Spock ears. Yes, Nerdorama.
Yo, my friend is having a party, and we need some more morons.
I'm sorry, we don't carry those. Try Jock World, they're in the book.
What book?
Yes, Nerdorama.
Hi, I'm thinking of replacing my sidekick.
Why, certainly, Mr. President. Has your present one malfunctioned?
That's just the problem, Ma. I can't tell.
Well, do you prefer another dip, or would you like a twit or twerp this time?
Decisions. I'll have to think about it and get back to you.
Certainly. Thank you for using Nerdorama. Yes, Nerdorama.
Excuse me, do you have any geeks?
I'm sorry, we don't carry any imported nerds. Nerdorama, can I help you?
Hi, I'm starting a local cable program. Do you take bulk orders?
Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff.
Yeah, I'm Jackie Paper. Little Jackie Paper. You got a problem with that? Puff the Magic Dragon. Please, don't get me started. That scaly bastard ruined my life. I was the bad guy. I grew up and forgot all about him, right? You ever been near a dragon? You smell like the men's room at a bus station. Hey, turn that damn music off. What's with this soft focus? Anyway, it wasn't just this B.O. that was the problem. It was a whole bunch of things. He had this really snotty, I'm a magic dragon, the world owes me a living kind of attitude. I mean, I was all the time bringing them string and sealing wax, you know, like in the song. Hey, I was a little kid. To me, it's a big deal. So one day, Mr. Big Time Magic Lizard says to me, he says, hey, Paper. That's what he used to call me. by my last name. He says, "Hey, Paper, what's with all this string and sealing wax crap anyway? I mean, you at all familiar with the concept of gift certificates? You know, Paper, the gift that says, since I have no taste, I'll let you buy something for yourself you might actually like." What a jerk. What I'm trying to say is, that whole damn song was just a truckload of cow flop, and frolicked in the autumn mist in the land called Honolulu. Frolic my ass! You ever been to Honolulu? It's Camden, minus the charm. And the so-called autumn mist, pollution from this enormous copper smelting plant. I mean, you try and frolic when you're coughing up green phlegm all day, and you combine that with the lovely aroma of dragon gas. Oh yeah, truly, it was a magical time. So, well, let's get to the part of the song where it says how I grew up and left the poor little draggy waggy. And it says, and I quote, his head was bent in sorrow. Green scales fell like rain. Aww. Yeah, his scales were falling out. Not from sorrow, from VD. He had the clap. I'm telling you, that mother would try to nail anything that walked, crawled, swam, or wriggled. I mean, he was unbelievable. I'm sick and tired of talking about him. I mean, you want the whole story? I'm writing a book with this guy from New York. I'm going to call it You Slimy, Scaly, Smelly Bastard. Get away from me. I'm sick and tired of I don't want to talk about this anymore. Get out of here. Beat it.
In a land called Honolulu.
Wasn't that wonderful? And now the heartwarming story of a boy, his dog, a bottle of tequila, and a whole lot of packing grease.
I feel like baking.
Welcome to How to Speak DQD. I will state a phrase, and at the tone, you'll repeat the phrase. Ready? Begin. Rama Atkins. Pete Bosniak. Tim Burke. Angela Cato. James Dempsey. Rich Frere. Mike Goodwin. Candace Karch. Joseph Knotts. Sean Leahy. Steve Mamlin. Maggie McCann. Steve Zach Zakian. Please practice these phrases frequently. They may or may not appear on the Blue Book exam at the end of the semester. Thank you.